DVR chat. Doesn't matter if you just miss the move. Just don't worry about it. Even if I was just like doing stream, I just not gonna take this one because there's just like a few minutes left for the opening of NY. So mostly whenever there's just like few minutes left for the opening of NY session, I try to avoid trading, to be honest, because most of the trades I just took losses during that time. Okay, everything almost done. All right. So in progress. Okay, everything just settled down now. All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the live stream. Today is like 4th of August 2025, and we are just doing live right now. So let's just look at the chart. What's just going on the gold? It's just been consolidating from like Asian session, I think so. Just like continuously doing consolidation, and now just like break above the consolidation area, and now continuously pushing to the upside. So first thing first, I just need to remove these all things. Let me just see what's just going on a higher time frame. Then we will just break down the chart from the higher time frame to lower time frame, and we'll see with the opening of NY if we just can get something there. So actually it's the start of the week, and so I think so should have to be look at the weekly candle. Actually that will be make sense. So the weekly candle just rejected with a long rejection wick and continuously pushing upside, closed with no upper wick, and this move just happened due to NFP. And if I just like go through from weekly to daily time frame, so again daily time frame is just like little to no wick to the upside, but just created a wick and breaking above the high. So I just need to look at smaller time frame what just going on there. So on a smaller time frame we're just going to be hit like another resistance on the left hand side on the H4 time frame base, and at the same time we're just having like a support here. So we just go the resistance on the H4 and go the support at the same time. Let's just go from H4 to H1 to see more better picture what's just going on there. Okay, we're just going towards like a consolidation area on the left hand side. If you just like look at this left hand side, we are just entering into a consolidation area. So you know what, if I just go some kind of confirmation candle like a bearish candle just printed here, so there's a higher probability we'll get continuously pushing to the downside. Before that I just need to see some kind of confirmation. So from H1 to M30, 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 M30. Okay, so looking at M30, on M30 what we are having on the left hand side to the upside actually. So I think so this makes sense. It will be considered as a range. Above this area we are having like a clean traffic. How much clean traffic which is going to be face after breaking above like this area, these rejections on the left hand side above 3378, it's like a 60 pip range. But before that we are just having like a consolidation on the left hand side. And if we just look at this time frame right now, the current situation on the left hand side, we just do not have clean traffic. Look at this one, resistance, resistance, then again another resistance. It's just getting interesting right now. This makes sense, and I think so market just rejecting from this area. Wow. So at the same time I just need to take the support of this time frame of M30, H1, M30, H4. H4 still open. H4 will be going to be closed in 1 hour. 30-minute break above the consolidation after a long time, like after doing the consolidation. M30, it's just like not showing volume it right now, but with the opening of NY we'll see. You know what, the way it's just rejecting from this area, look at this 50-minute time frame, look at the rejection. If with the opening of NY if the candle just created we can break the low of the previous candle low, placing stop loss somewhere here, 15-20 pips. I think so we could come down to fill this 33 to 40 pip range on the left hand side. But before that, there's just like 2 minutes left for the candle to close, so I just wanted to see some kind of resistance or some kind of confirmation should be formed there to force me to give some chance for the execution on sells. But before that, you can see current session clearly showing like a bullish structure here. See this one? So just need to wait now. This is the time when we just need to wait. There's just like 2 minutes left for the opening of NY. So we'll see with the opening of NY what structure we just going to be get there, and there is a probability we're going to be grab some chunks there. It's like right now it's just like showing volume in it. Look at this one. Today I just like give almost like 3 chances to my trades. Let me just show you. This is the trade history. I was just like playing with the charts actually. So depending on the previous candle, we just do not have upper wick on. As this candle just start flipping to a downside, I just executed. It's like a risky one, so it just went in my favor like 25 pips. Then I just like bring my stop loss at break even. This one, it just went in my favor like 25 pips. I was just wanted to hold on to this trade to continuously pushing to a downside at least somewhere here. But what happened? It just come back, hit my break even. I just close the chart. Then after some time, like 2-3 hours, I just saw another chart, like candle just like these 15-minute candles. This candle just close with a small body. There's no business of the next candle to break the low of the previous small body. If it just break below the low, there's a higher probability we will having a clean traffic on the left hand side. It will be continuously pushing to a downside to fill the range. It almost like fill the range. Look at this one. But before that, again, I just executed with a 30-minute confirmation. Look at this one. This candle just close below the support area. This one, let me just show you. Yeah, this one just broke and closed below the support area, as this candle just broke below these both rejection on the left hand side. Again, give my trade a chance. It just went in my favor like 15-20 pips again. Then I just again bring my stop loss at break even. It just come back again, hit my break even, and then continuously pushing upside. So what I can do, it was just like if I just like put my stop loss at break even, it is something which I'm just going to be accept actually, that if it just hit the break even, I just can't do anything about it. So at the same time, then third chance, again it just went down in my favor like 20 pips. But in this situation, I just closed 50% position. I just wanted to hold on to actually this trade and bring my stop loss somewhere here. Again, third break even. Look at this one. 1, 2, and 3. 3 break even continuously got it. But I just never try to force myself for the execution. See this one? So now it's just like a NY session we're just going to be faced. So let's see if we can get something there. And look at the risk management. Each and every trade just having a risk management with it. So if I'm just like continuously managing the risk, so there's a probability I can give my trade another chance with the volume. But if I just like attach my emotions with the trading, so you guys will understand easily that there's like I will just like might be hit with my complete 2% risk and need to close the chart then. But still I'm just having like a chance with me. So we'll see if there's some kind of structure just formed there. So then I will see if I can give my trade a chance. So still I'm just like bearish on this one. Look at this one. If the candle just closed below the support like a previous candle low, again I'm just gonna give my trade a chance for the clean traffic on the left hand side. Look at this one, because buying somewhere here, it doesn't make sense as it just already moved a lot. So just wanted to see some kind of a counter trade setup. It just moved like more than 120 pips. Look at this one. So if this current candle with the opening of NY, if it just broke the low of the previous candle, or if it just broke and closed below the previous candle low, next candle create a weak, break the low, with very high probability will be continuously pushing to a downside. So it's just like a 100 pip range to a downside. But can I grab like it's just Monday, so can I grab like 25-30 pips out of it? This makes sense, I think so. Is it? Okay, look at this one. Damn, we're just having like a resistance of H4 on the left hand side. At the same time, we're just having like a resistance of H1 on the left hand side, from where market just continuously rejecting. And at the same time, we're just having like a consolidation area on the 30-minute time frame. Look at this one. See this one? Makes sense? So just need to wait. It's like a very tricky one. It's kind of very tricky one, because up till like 3376, we just do not have a clean traffic on the left hand side. So in this situation we just need to depend on the volume to continuously pushing to the upside. And if we just wanted to execute for the buys, we just still need some kind of resistance to be formed, and then break above the resistance. That makes sense. By depending on the volume, it could continuously pushing to the upside. Make sense? So even if you just wanted to take a buy by depending on the volume, that like you just having like a bias of buys, so I would say you just need to depend on volume in this situation only, because you're just not going to be faced like clean traffic on the left hand side. See this one, no clean traffic on the left hand side until we break above this area 33778. Above this area we're just having like a clean traffic. And if we just wanted to go through this all rejection on the left hand side, we totally need to depend on volume to give us some kind of confirmation to, and show me some kind of volume in it for the continuation. Okay, so I think so we just like done with the charts, already got some plan with us. For buys we just wait for some kind of confirmation, like resistance should be formed and break above the resistance. By depending on the volume we can go for the buys. And if the candle just creates some kind of counter trade setup, so definitely I'm just going for a counter trade setup as well. So we'll see. Let's just come back on the Zoom chat, what's just going on here. So need to give answer to the questions. Okay, some guy took a trade on the high of consolidation. Do you think the opening of Asian doesn't make? Where? Just need to send me the chart, buddy. Jao Calderia, buddy, just send me the chart. What you just talking about? Missed the gold move, but it in JPY sells August, giving positive vibes. Okay. Pound yen. Wow, it's just like a easy one. Consolidation. Break below and close below the consolidation, but the candle just do not have a bottom wick. Look at this one. Again, by depending on the volume, it could continuously pushing to a downside. Interesting. This is the rejection we are having on the left hand side, and also the previous candle do not have a bottom wick, so less probability, very less probability. We just need at least like a lot of volume to go through these old rejections on the left hand side. Again, need volume in this situation. Okay, gold, what just going on the gold just continuously pushing upside. How much it just already moved? Just moved like 1300 130 pips. Wow. Sorry, I have a question. You are making a lot money and you are successful trader. Why don't you buy Lambo like Raja and post pics? I don't have too much money like him, bro. He's just running a lot of business. He's just running like a, Alhamdulillah, he's just running like a Dominion market, a brokerage house. He's just owning like a product like Magic Keys University. He's owning like a Market Flooded University. He's just having like a lot of another sources. You cannot compare myself with him. So I'm just like doing things at my own. Whatever I'm just having in my pocket, I will just like try to fight with that one. I'm just not gonna take anyone investment. I just don't want any kind of debt on myself. So I'm just happy what I'm just doing right now. There's just like no competition with anyone else in this world. This is you versus you always. So just like try to make yourself better. For buys, it's better to support before. Yeah, exactly. I just came into the meeting. Could we have taken an impulse entry in trade on 15-minute time frame? No way, Steve buddy. We just already moved a lot. We just need like some kind of resistance to be formed, and then if it just break above the resistance, there's a probability we can give our trade a chance. But depending on the volume, because we just do not have a clean traffic on the left hand side, and at the same time, if I just got some kind of counter trade structure here, so I'm just gonna give my trade a chance to go with a counter trade setup. We'll see then. Okay, why can't we take buy and target the H4 and H1 resistance to the left hand side? Why? Because it just already moved. Smaller time frame will give you the confirmation what can be happen on the higher time frame. So a smaller time frame, you can read it easily that it just already moved a lot. Did you like can see like any kind of red candle in these bullish candles? There's just like no resistance still right now form. So it's just continuously pushing upside in one direction. See this one? So for buys, just need to wait for some kind of resistance to be formed. So I'm just waiting for the resistance to be formed. This is you versus you. Yeah, that's actually very important to understand. My only buy scenario for gold. Okay, Chatniya just send us a chart. Okay, Chatniya just looking for some kind of retracement. Then he just needs some kind of confirmation candle, and then he just wanted to take a buy. Very, very beautiful analysis. He's just having with you a proper plan. Actually, I would say. Okay, so I was talking three candles back on the 50-minute time frame. Three candles back on the 50-minute time frame. One, two, three. This one. Yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, exactly, this makes sense. But this candle just did not create it a wick. In this situation again, you just need to depend on the volume to fill this wick on the left hand side. This makes sense because after long consolidation, if you just look at this one, it was just continuously doing consolidation. Then this candle just clearly showing volume in it. The next candle break above the high. This totally makes sense by depending on the volume, and it's like a NY pre-NY session just going on there. So yes, just totally makes sense. It's just like a more than 40 pip range on the left hand side as well, like a tradable range, so you can easily grab like 30-25 pips out of it. That totally makes sense. The smaller candle, this one. Okay, the third one smaller, so you just wanted to go as a impulse entry actually. But in this situation, you know what, there were just like a few minutes left for the opening of NY, and most of the losses I just took during pre-NY, it was just because there was just like few minutes left for the opening of NY. Sometimes it doesn't mean that every time I'm just going to be take loss there, but sometimes it just reacted in the same way. Like I just took mostly losses during this time. So just try to avoid trading whenever there's just like few minutes left for the opening of some session until it's just like showing me a very strong volume in it. Because if I'm just going to be execute somewhere here, like it's also there's just like a few minutes left for the opening of NY, and also we having like a rejection on the left hand side. This one, it's just already moved a lot, fill the range. So yeah, just not comfortable with this one. I hope you got your answer now. Okay, so just let's look at YouTube chat. Why there's no volume in London session? It will be back soon. Just like summer just going to be end now. Might be after the CPI. I think so. We're just going to be have a CPI in this week. Let me just say this one. Okay, CPI is just like next week. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, in the mid of August, I would say the volume will be back. Very high probability. Does that mean you cannot buy Lamborghini just by doing gold? You know what? You can do anything in your life. If I'm just like spending my life in a better way, what I was just like spending before 5 years when I just never started the trading. So it's just like a achievement, I would say. Everyone just cannot become like a Raja bro. You can become Raja bro like 10%, 15%, 20%. He just like a lot of hard work. He just put like a lot of work in this way actually, and just build like empire there. So if you just wanted to achieve that thing, that will take time. He just been in this industry from 9 years. Why? How you just can forget that one? I'm just in this industry from 4 years. So just keep this factor in your mind. It will take time. You can even like buy not even a Lamborghini. I would say you can go for a Bugatti, but it will take time unless you just like didn't come from a golden spoon family. Okay, so you're just waiting. They're just like 3 minutes left for the 50-minute candle to close, and look at this one. How this 50-minute candle just reacting right now. You know what? I'm just like wanted to take a sell. I'm eagerly wanted to take a sell, but I will at least wait for this 50-minute candle to close. There is just like 3 minutes left for the candle to close. Just don't want it to miss this one. Wanted this candle to close nearby this candle low. The next candle create a weak break the low. I can give my trade a chance. So I'm just gonna remove this resistance of the previous resistance. Now it's just like I would say useless for me. I will take it as a rejection. Might be if I just execute somewhere here, if it just come nearby this resistance, might be I just close some partial position here, and with the volume I would say it could continuously pushing to a downside. So let's see. It's just Monday. Again, just remember this thing, which is like whole week ahead. So just waiting. We are just sitting right now with the NY session. So I'm just like sharpening my edge right now. Can be get like a 30 pip stop loss. Interesting. So 2 minutes left for this 50-minute candle to close. Let's see. I'm just waiting right now. Just 2 minutes left actually, and just waiting. Let's wait and watch. Okay, do you have funded account? Yeah, I'm having two funded account with me, bro. I see many traders say trading at November or December is wrong because there is no volatility and volume. They said don't trade these 2 months in. Is it real? No, only last 15 days of December. It's just like a closing days of institutional. They're just going to be do some kind of audits of their businesses, so that's why we just like having less volume during December at the end of like in the middle of the summer I would say. So also we just also like go on a vacations in the last 15 days as well. So yeah, just like to will your SL be above previous candle and above the upper wick of the next candle? Yeah, I'm just like trying to place my SL somewhere here. It's just like a 30 pip SL, so I just need to lower the load size because SL just like showing me some kind of like I'm just like getting some bigger SL, so that's why I'm just like interested in lower the load size to be a part of this trade. So 1 minute, few seconds actually few seconds left for the candle to close. Damn, I just don't want to see this candle to close with no bottom wick. This is something could be stop me. Okay, candle just closed but little to no wick. If this candle just create a wick, break the low, can I give my trade a chance? But in this situation, you know what, the candle just have little to no wick to the bottom side. So if I just wanted to execute, I just need to place my stop loss above the current candle high, because if it just break above its own high, there's a probability it will fill this complete range on the left hand side. So 30-minute candle, look at this one. The 50-minute actually, the 50-minute candle just printed like almost 34 pips, clearly showing volume in it, and it's also closed below the previous candle low as well. So if this current candle just created a wick and break the low, so there's a very high probability we will continuously pushing to a downside. So just need to wait here. Let's see. And for execution, so now we're just having some structure form in front of our eyes, which I actually just wanted to see. It's just like there. Now there's something which I am just like need to be worried about. The candle just have little to no wick to the bottom side, so it's just like a 50% probability it could continuously pushing to the downside. So in this situation, if I just execute it here, if I'm just going with another 50% that it will work out for me. So I just need to lower the load size and give my trade a chance, because it's a part of my plan which I just wanted to execute. But for execution, I just need to see this candle should have create a wick, break the low for the continuation. And as you know that we already sitting with the NY session like a volume time. So let's just wait and watch. Okay, if 50% retracement, if it just rotates more than 50%, so then definitely I'm just not gonna give material. Then I will see how it will just like going to be moving last few minutes. Then we'll see if I just need to wait for the next candle to be break the low of this current candle. Then I just need to wait for some structure. If it just retrace more than 50% of the previous candle, then we'll have to see if I can take decision for the execution by depending on the volume. So the condition will be like the decision will be taken after this candle movement. So just need to wait now. Okay, okay, so may you mentioned before how to pass funding challenge method grow to 3% and wait for A plus at a risk of the return. Okay, my question is if I succeed grow to 6% risk, this 6%, oh no, 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 just don't go with complete 6%, just like continuously doing the same thing like 2%, 3%. If you just like taking like 1%, 0.5% risk and you just like standing at 3% profit, and then you just like take that 3% risk and that 3% become like 6% profit, then start taking 1 to 2% risk on that account, and that will be easy for you. But that because you just already knew that you're just having 6% with you for losing a trade, so it will build your confidence as well. And if you just like that time, if you just like taking 1 to 2% risk a day, so that means you just need 3 days to lose that complete 3%. And if you just like having a profitable like you are like a profitable trader already, so 6% will be more than enough for you, so you can easily pass that challenge. Okay, why Raja not doing lives? Actually, Raja bro just wanted to do lives today, but he just like touched down the ground today, just come back to home today, so he just like tired, so that's why I just didn't do the stream. But I think so from tomorrow I'm just gonna do the stream, and day after tomorrow he's just going to do the stream, inshallah. Move already 160 pips in pre NY higher probability consolidation. Let's see. Let's see. Right now I'm just like looking at this candle. If it just broke the low of the previous candle, can I execute somewhere here by placing the stop loss above the current candle? Might be, I think so, somewhere here, like above the middle of the range, somewhere here. Yeah, this makes sense. And I just already load the load size. Look at this one. So keep this all combination with you. We are just going to be attempt. I actually just going to be attempt something which is just like 50% probability. That's why I just load the load size. Already having a bigger stop loss, so that's why I just load the load size. So everything just aligned right now. I just wanted to execute. Now I just need the last confirmation. The last confirmation, this candle should have to break the low of the previous candle to continuously pushing to a downside. That will be my last confirmation. Then everything just on a point. Then why not to execute? Okay, here we go. Here is my stop loss. We'll see this one. Okay, you know what? Let's see. Might be I will just close 50% position. Okay, I just need to wait now. All I just need to do, just need to wait now. Let me just see what's just going on. 5 minute. Hmm, looking interesting. Hmm. Broke the low. Hmm. So yeah, in this situation, I'm just gonna hold on to this one. Execute it. The way it's just rejecting, I would say I just wanted to see a spike to the downside, because already sitting with the volume right now. Volume just, it's just like showing volume, to be honest. But if it's just like showing volume, why it just like reacting like in this way? I think so it should be better to wait for the 30 minute to close. Hmm. Because as it just break the low of the previous candle, it should continuously pushing to down, but it's okay. I just already lowered the load size, so knew that when just going to be attempt something which is having like a 50% probability, so having stop loss like a more than 50% retracement of the previous candle. So if it just like hit my stop loss, doesn't matter, I just already plan with me to execute on this structure, so I will just going to be give my trade a chance here. So just gonna hold on to with this one. Okay, let's see. Sir, why are taking trade against a trend? Because this previous candle just closed below the previous candle low, so higher probability the next candle create a weak break the low. It should continuously pushing to a downside. That's why I just like took a sell here. Like it's just showing me a counter trade setup here. Brother, 400 capital is good for trading. Yeah, it's just like more than enough. You just like if you are if you are a beginner trader, I would say. Damn, look at this one. Hmm. You know what? Still, I believe it will continuously pushing to the downside. There's just like 7 minutes left for the 30-minute candle to close. I think so. It will be better if I just wait for the 30-minute. Hmm. But the way it's just reacting, I will going to be hold on to this trade by depending on the structure. Let's see. Let's see if it will take my SL or if it just give me some pips there. Just executed with my plan was on the charts, executed sitting on the volume time, clean traffic to the downside. Still we're just having like a 50-50% probability candle, so just lower the load size and become a part of my structure. So this is something I can maximum do with myself, and I just done that one. So now let the market to do its work. Okay, let's just wait and watch. Are you trading according to the Smart Raja concept? Yes, exactly. It's 110% SRC, Smart Raja concept. And Chatnya, just like I'm watching you, feeling sleepy right now. Let me just grab some money. Then you will be like awake properly. Or let it hit the SL. Okay, you do night shift, so that's really hard time for you actually. I'm waiting for this 50-minute candle to close weak bullish and next candle create weak and high and break the low. David, that's just like a properly best plan what you're just having with you. Yeah, that makes sense. But I just don't want you to miss this one, so that's why I just executed. I had a plan. The candle just closed below the previous candle low. The candle create a weak, break the low, so I just executed. Okay, if M15 close with small body and long wick rejection impulse entry for sells would be good to take sells next when next candle break the low of previous candle. Yeah, that also totally makes sense. Why not? If this candle just close with a small bullish candle, the next candle create a wick and break the low. Yeah, definitely that makes sense. But you know what? I'm just like getting some kind of feeling might be in last few minutes it would be a drop. But still, it's just like fighting right now with this structure. So volume, I just need volume there to continuously pushing to the downside. Raja would be looking for buy somewhere, not forcing a trade as we are moving up. Okay, let's see. Mr. Zeus, let's see. Wait and watch. Okay, just running like 10, 11, 12 pips. Alright, now I'm just ready to manage the risk. Okay, now if it just come back to my entry point, I will close 50% position. See, this one is just move in my favor, like how much, 15 pips, it just move in my favor. So now I just need to close 50% position here, because if it just went in my favor 15 pips, there should be no business of this candle to create to react like in this way. So as it just went in my favor, like how much, like 17 pips, even it just like went in my favor. Look at the rejection. So just need to manage the risk. So I just close my 50% position because I knew that I already am just having some trade which is having like a 50% probability. Even it just like moves 17 pips in my favor, definitely on 20 pips I'm just gonna close 50% position there, but it just never give me a chance to close at least some partial there. So I just need to be realistic with the things what I'm just having with me. So I just close 50% as it just come back to my entry. So this is the best risk management I can do with myself, and I'm just bringing my stop loss at above the current candle high. So there's just no like a business of the next candle to break the high of the previous one. So now I just already manage the risk. Now I'm just like not gonna lose the complete trade. If it's just like continuously pushing in my direction, I will be still get some profits there. So it gonna be like a very beautiful trade, I think so. Yeah, realistic trade, realistic trade. Wow, wow, look at this one, just again pushing to the downside. But I just have to be react on the reaction, the way it just rejected, the way it just like come back to my entry. I just need to take action on that one. Look at the way it is just again breaking its own low. What happen if I just like close 100%? I cannot get something there. What happen if I just like didn't manage the risk? My bit will continuously pushing upside and hit the stop loss. So right now you're just standing like 16 70 pips, close at least like 90% position there. We're just having a structure with us. Do not look at the load size. Even you are just using like 100 loads, you just like make money here. 16 pips, 17 pips, 18 pips. Look at this one. I'm just like bringing my stop loss now at break even. uh, this one, 16 17 pips. It's just breaking the low. There's just like 2 minutes left for the candle to close. So 17 pips, it's just like more than enough. Just close some position there, 50%, 90%, whatever suits you. Just like secure some position there and leave the rest with the break. Even if it's just continuously pushing downside, that will 20 pips. Damn, it's just a Monday. It's just a Monday. 20 pips. Wow, look at this one. There's just like 1 minute left for the candle to close. 23 pips, 23 pips, 23 pips. Guys, just don't just freeze there and continuously watching that. Don't be greedy. Close some position here, at least 50%. Bring your stop loss at break even. 27, 28, 29. I think so I should need to close something, so then you will guys. 28, 29, 330 pips, 30, 30. Okay, here we go. Wow, where is Mr. Oh, he just deleted his message, I think so. Someone just telling me don't take a sell there. Okay, someone just secure 18 pips now. 20 pips, secure 25 pips. Nice job. Congratulations to all winners. Yes. Guys, can someone let me know why I can't see the share screen? Oh, Umair Khan. Chatrina, now you can sleep, buddy. If you just made some money, you can sleep tight. 20 pips done. Very nice. 25 pips. So see that properly waiting for some structure just formed there. Next candle create a wick, and in the last few minutes, as I just expected, it could continuously pushing to a downside. It just went 30 pips in our favor, so we just like make money there. Again, don't look at the lower side. This account actually totally connected with the educational purpose, so that's why I'm just like giving you the education. What are the probabilities and what you can grab there. So 30 pips easy. Doesn't matter if you're just continuously pushing to a downside. It's still just like a Monday, just start of the week. Wow, look at this one now. It's just like continuously pushing downside, but it's okay. We just like make money here. Okay, M30 also have no lower wick, no waiting for buy confirmation. Can you explain again why you expected this move? Mr. iPhone, you just need to watch the stream again. 30-minute close with no wick, so you just cannot take trade on a 30-minute, buddy. Look at this one, how much is just already moved now. 70 pips. See this one. So just need to understand where you can execute with the best execution. Here we can have a chance to manage the risk, having a chance to continuously pushing downside. But if we just like taking this trade somewhere here, so might be just like come down, might be, but if there's a probability it can be come back and break its own high. So always like try to understand, even you just like make money or even you just like lose some money, so just general your trade and try to understand where you can execute with the best execution, where you can also like manage the risk in the best way. So these things like making the combination with that one. Okay. Made money just by hearing your bro couldn't see the screen. Wow. Congratulations, man. Okay. Did you look for sales on M15 after the last 30-minute candle had no wick to the upside? No, buddy. After the last 30-minute, this one. I just like saw this one. The even the 50-minute candle just like printing more than 30 pips, so it's clearly showing volume and show us some kind of counter trade setup as well. So execute it here. It just went in my favor 17 pips, come back to my entry, so I just need to manage the risk. So I just like lose 50% position here. This is something I also teach everyone. If market just goes in your favor, if there's just like a structure form there, if there's just like a volume, if there's just like a clean traffic on the left hand side, tradable range, everything just like line on the points, and market just give you some kind of like confirmations, you just execute it, and then it start reacting in this way, like it just went in your favor like 12 13 pips and come back to your entry. This is something you just have to be cautious about. So you just need to start managing the risk. So here I just like managing the risk, lost 50% position because it's just like a Monday, and I just already knew that I'm just like going to be tense attempt something. We're just having like a 50% probability because the previous candle have little to no wick to the previous candle low. So just like execute it, then just manage the risk, and then leave the rest and just grab like 30 pips. So I just like made some money here, didn't lose anything. Okay. Castle magic strategy. Yeah. Win. I mean the 30-minute bullish candle after the breakout. uh, you just need to send me the chart, Ramon, so I can like dictate that one. Salute to you, bro. The trading master, beautiful executed, beautifully closed. YouTube should hit likes if they made free money, all because of Casabro. Let me just see this one. People are just not gonna even. Oh, look at this one. I just scored 12 likes. More than 70 people just watching that YouTube, and many people just made like 20 pips, 18 pips, 20 pips, 27 pips. Wow. But don't even hit the like button. I just need to stop this YouTube streams actually. They should have to be paid. Look at this one. Someone just wanted to take execution here. Look at this one. Just reject it. And now what you will do? See this one. This is what I'm just talking about. It's like very important. Where should be the best execution from the top? See, with a confirmation from the top. So if you're just going to be execute somewhere here, you just need to understand it just already moved a lot, already fill half of the range on the left hand side, so less probability. YouTube, oh, just don't. It's not a good one. Okay, 22 likes. Can I get more? Can I get more? Okay, so why not wait for retest and support to be formed for price to move up and create a new high? So here we just like facing the counter trade setup there. So we just like executing and take that opportunity with us. If we just wanted to wait for some kind of confirmation like for taking a buy, we just need some kind of retracement. Don't want to see a candle which should close below the previous candle low. Don't want to see a candle which is showing volume in it, like everything just like having a clean traffic on the left hand side. We're just like really having a counter trade setup here. So yeah, that doesn't make sense to wait for the candle to come down, create support. This is the opportunity. If you just like have a proper education with yourself, you can go for a buys, you can go for the sells anytime if you just got your structure there. Same got 52 pips. This girl gonna buy a Lamborghini, definitely. I'm waiting for buys on 30-minute. Once this candle close bullish, okay, then good for you. If you just create some kind of support, give some kind of confirmation on a support, so yeah, that you know what, why I'm just like, look at this one. More interested in sells. One sell, break even. Second sell, break even. Third sell, break even. Fourth sell, worked out, because it's just volume. These times just do not have volume in it. So you know what, why I'm just like interested in sells, because I believe that might be just like a trap for the buyers, because dollar is just still getting stronger. they just like settle down there. If we just look at the fundamentals thing, they just like settle down their trade wars with the other countries. Look at this one. If you just break above the high, why it's just like coming down back into the range. Look at this one. So even if I would say if I just wanted to set my bias for buys, now I just already took one trade, made money here. I just wanted to wait this complete day to see what kind of structure which is going to be faced at the end of the day. So tomorrow might be just create some new bias with myself. And also the previous daily and weekly candle having no upper wick, so higher time frame combination with a lower time frame, that's why I just interested more in cells. But yeah, smaller time frame just give us the confirmation where we can grab some chunks there. But we'll see. What a beautiful volume actually we just continuously getting during the NY session. Waiting for fresh support for buys would be okay. Yeah, just if you just like create some support somewhere here on the left hand side. So if a candle just close in a healthy body, like giving you some kind of confirmation, you are sitting with a volume. But it would be better for buys, you know what, if you just continuously pushing to downside, it would be more better if you just create some support, some resistance and break above the resistance. That will be more beautiful for the buys. Because look at H1, if this like break above these consolidation which is like happening from a long time, then I would say it should not be continuously pushing to the downside. If it just continuously pushing to the downside and coming back into the range, so it will be start getting consolidation again. There's a probability. So yeah, might be just rejected from the rejection on the left hand side. If this candle just close with a small body, next candle break above the high, this makes sense. So just need to understand the structure what you're just going to face. Now look at this H1 time frame as well. This H1 just retrace more than 50% of the previous candle. See this one, just need to wait and watch. Here you can give your trade a chance as an impulse entry. But I think so now it would be better because to wait, actually there's just like 20 minutes left for the H4 candle to close. Let the H4 to close, and might be with the closing of H4 with the opening of NYSE right after 30 minutes of closing of H4. Right after 30 minutes you're just going to be hit like NYSE volume, and if you just like got some kind of structure with the NYSE volume, then you can give your traders chance by depending on the volume, by depending on the smaller time frame, which can give you the confirmation what can be happen on the higher time frames. Okay, sir, how I send you chart, Mr. Sharik from YouTube, buddy? You just cannot send me the chart. For chart, you just need to join Market Fluidity University to take a dictation on that one. Best live ever. Thank you so much. Same is just everywhere. You are just wow. Thank you so much, Ishan. I didn't miss a single stream of you. Thank you so much for the love. Also hit the like button. Okay. Sir, why you close 50%? You already lower the lot size and risk less than. Even I just like lower the lot size. I just need to understand what the structure just like behaving at that some certain level. If I just like lower the lot size, doesn't mean I'm just not gonna manage the risk there. I will manage the risk there. Sometime what happen when I just leave a trade with a complete stop loss, that is something different thing. When I just already had a plan, I'm just not gonna manage this one. I just need to do something like that, like where it just like executed. If it just break above the high and hit my SL, then in this situation I can't do anything. I just cannot manage the risk. But once it just like went in my favor 15 pips, now I have a bracket to manage my risk there. So I just as it just come back to my entry point, I just need to close 50%. I just close the 50% position and leave the rest now. So if I just like hit my SL, I'm just not gonna lose the complete position there. Might be I just lose 50%, and still holding my 50% position, it just gave me the profits. So still just made money there. Okay, just send us the chart. Let's just look at this one. Wow, what a beautiful cell he just took it. She just took it. Look at this one. No, are you still in a trade? I think you just retrace from this area. Are you still in a trade? Very nicely done. Like, yeah, what a beautiful confidence you just build to hold on to your trades. I just close it. Yeah, that totally makes sense. How do you want to see the H4 candle to close? H4 candle. If this H4 just close within the range, again they just like nothing. For buys, I just wanted to see this candle should have to be close in a strong bullish momentum, or should have to be close below the support area. Look at this one. What is this? If it just close within this range, so it's mean just consider this time frame as a 30-minute time frame. Forget about 4 hour. Just look at in the with the view with the perspective of 30-minute time frame. So if you just look at the chart by watching 30-minute time frame, where you will execute here, and what you will do, will you execute somewhere here, will you take a sell somewhere here, will you take a buy somewhere here? What you will do with this kind of structure if you just like facing this structure on 30-minute time frame? Okay. Okay, why you hide your lot size? Someone just asking same, why you just hiding your lot size? It's just like totally, I think so. I just don't want to answer this one, but still, it just totally belongs to some privacy, I would say. Someone just do not want it to show their money. And also, I will just recommend everyone, do not look at the lot size of the people. Do not look at the like how much money they are making, how much money they are just losing there. Just look at the structure, what just where just they just execute it, and where they just manage the risk, where they just uh, like make money. So just look at the structure. If you just like getting education, just look at the structure. And I just always continuously telling everyone like do not look at the PNL. If you just really wanted to become a profitable trader, do not look at the PNL. Just look at the candles and the pips, what you're just facing on the charts. So you know what, mostly for the people who just like belongs to with a lower economy countries, they just mostly what the mistake they just do with themselves, they just start watching the PNL. Once like you just like make some money in dollars, they will just quickly convert that dollars into their currency and will say to themselves that it's just like more than enough, I just need to close the close the trade. So they will just close their profit early. And in the same way, if they just like getting some kind of loss there, the same concept, the same mentality they will just implement there. And like they will just like convert their money into convert that dollars into their country money, and will never close the trade because they now getting like a bigger loss there. So do not look at the PNL. It's like a very biggest advice I just want to give to everyone. Just look at the charts, look at the candles, how it's just moving, and look at the like a pips only. Okay. Okay. Even if you just look at my Insta story, most of the time I just try to not showing like load size there. You will see sometime I'm just using like 0.10 loads, 0.5 loads. Sometimes I'm just using there like 10 loads, point like 5 loads. Sometimes I'm just like using 10 5 loads on my Profirm account. So I just never like talk about how much money I just made there. I never ever said in my even in my single stream or single thing like look at the way how much money I just mostly say I just grab these pips, I just grab this much move, 60 pips, 50 pips, something like that. You will just like continuously show me there like see me actually there. Okay, so 50 minutes just close with a small body. Look at this one, this candle just do not have a bottom wick, break up of the high, could be continuously pushing upside to fill this range. Now there is just like 15 minutes left for the H4 candle to close. I think so. Yeah, makes sense to execute, but it's kind of risky for me. There is two things I just having with me. You know what? Number one, mostly when there's just like few minutes left for the opening of some session, I just try to avoid the trade unless I just saw some kind of clean structure and clean volume there. And second thing, whenever there's just like few minutes left for the closure of a higher time frame candle, like suppose this one, let me just show you something, it will make sense to you guys. So So most of the candles, if you just look at the charts, most of the candle when they're just going to be closed, they just like leave some kind of wick, might be to the downside or the upside most of the time. Very rare we just like face some candle which just do not have a bottom or upper wick, but most of the candle mostly having higher upper wick and a lower wick. So these wicks mostly generated in the last few seconds or in the last few minutes when the candle is going to be closed. Does this make sense? All right, so just like now suppose this thing, there's just like few minutes left for the h4 candle to close. So h4 candle just going to be closed, so it will be can create a wick there, and on a lower time frame no one knows that how much wick this gonna be. Make sense? So whenever there's just like few minutes left for the closure of h4, I just try to like until there's just like a lot of volume, like a clean traffic and a perfect structure there, so that makes sense. Okay, look at this one. Small body breaking above the high, sustain the rejection on the left hand side. Wow, break above the high, execution. Wow, it's also such a nice trade. But again, there's just like few minutes left for the H4 candle to close. Okay, for buys, I would say it's just like a tradable range. You know what? It's just like a totally makes sense. It was a beautiful trade, missed it. Uh, if you just already took one trade, made money, you just didn't miss anything. Market have to move somewhere. It just move to it have to be moved like upside or downside. If you just like take a trade, you just made money, and then market goes against you, show you some structure, that doesn't mean that was again your trade. You just like need to understand this thing. You know what, why I'm just like continuously talking about the consistency and discipline, how it will react in your real life. Like no one here just wanted to go with 0.05, 0.01, 0.010 for their whole life. Everyone just wanted to increase the lot size. One day just wanted to go with one lot, with 5 lot, 10 lot, 25, 30, 35. Everyone just wanted to go with that one. But if you just like having a discipline with a small account, in by continuously doing the same thing with a small account, there's a higher probability you will do the same thing with a higher capital. So yeah, if you just like build some kind of good habits with small capital, you just need to understand there's a higher probability you're just gonna make money with a higher capital easily. So just try to understand this thing. If you just like took one trade, you just made money, just close the chart, you just done with your trade. It's just like a Monday. Doesn't matter if you just miss the move. It have to move somewhere, because if this market is just going on for 24 hours, you just have to be moved to the upside or downside. It just have to be go anywhere. Yes. Alright, so there's just like 10 minutes left for the candle to close, and after 10 minutes I'm just also going to be end the stream. We'll see you guys tomorrow then at like 2:30 a.m. Eastern. That makes sense, pre-London. So I just wanted to see how this candle just going to be create some kind of structure, like is there a candle just close above the resistance area to give some kind of confirmation, or might be this H1 just going to be closed with a small body. Next kind of create a weak impulse entry depending on the volume, could be continuously pushing upside, or might be will start doing some kind of consolidation now. So we'll see. If this 50-minute is just going to be closed in this shape, so this is something we're just having with us like a new support just formed here. So broke below this area, you're just having like a beautiful 45-50 pip range to the downside. And if you just break above this area, but depending on the volume again, because we just already knew that there's like no clean traffic on the left hand side, so if you just wanted to take a buy, we just need to depend on the volume. How do I get rid of the little red and blue arrows on MT5 from previous entry, and I can't see the high time frame? So just like right click, and here if you just click on trade history, here it's just like disappear now. Okay, what is this? Okay, let me just see this one. Sir, I would like to meet you. What is the process to arrange the meeting? I will think about it, buddy. I just don't meet anyone, to be honest. I just have a bad experience once with me. So then I just decided to don't meet random people who just like coming from the social media. We just never knew about anyone. Social media life is just like totally different. People will like different in a real life. Sir, you replied to SimForce instantly within a second. Is there a special reason for that? Are they related to you or something? Yes. SimForce is just like doing like chart breakdown in Mark Fluid University, like a part of our team. So that's why, yeah. Okay, and as well, we're just having Chris with us, just like a very, very hardworking person. Chris is just like, I just feel like he's just like a giant, always active. So there's just like 7 minutes left for this candle to close. Yeah, it makes sense. The candle just break above the high and continuously like look at this one, just move like 40 pips. If someone just like didn't execute it here, this is the place where they can execute. But if someone just make money here, this is nothing for them here on the charts. All right. So let me just see what market edge AI just telling us. Okay, gold. Let me just look at this one. Oh, intraday slightly bullish, daily bullish, and weekly just bullish. Gold prices hovering at 150, 36 per ounce cost. Okay, let me just look at this one. The weaker than expected US non-farm payroll report increase. Market best faded. Okay, if the interest rate is going to be cut down, there's a probability gold will be shoot up because then they're just going to be face the inflation. News tariff internal countries ongoing geopolitical tension and safe haven buying. However, a stronger US dollar. Technical support 10%, Fed rate bets 40%, geopolitical tension just going on 30%, and US strength is just like 20%. So overall, this is like showing a bullish structure right now, but this interest rate that will like change the total perspective of the charts actually. So we'll see, we'll see. This is like very useful tool if you just like trading during the news. To be honest, like I just use this tool during NFP, during like FOMC, both time I just like made money by getting the data from market edge AI. Wow, look at the rejection now. So H4 just going to be closed in 5 minutes. 50 minutes just like rejecting very strongly. Let's see, just waiting, wait and watch if this can just like close with a small long rejection wick with a small body, and the next candle break the low probability with the volume it can continuously pushing to the downside. Like right after 30 minutes you just going guys going to be like attempt like NYSE volume. So might be NYSE volume will bring something on the table. But if there's just like nothing on the chart which just give you the confirmation and giving you the confidence to execute on some trade, then don't try to force yourself for the execution. Might be now which is going to be doing some kind of consolidation. So just make a plan first, then stick with the plan, then wait for the structure to be appear how you actually want it to see. If everything just align with each other, then give your trade a chance. If it just never worked out, manage the risk. If it just worked out, again manage the risk and make some money there and close the chart. This is something everyone should have to be do on a daily basis. How to overcome in prop firm? I am in break even stage. Just lower the lot size and wait for the proper structure to be appear. Kaisa bhai, how much trade you take today? You know what? Today I just took like 4 trades. 3 break even, didn't lose a single penny, and then 1 profit. Yeah, was forcing myself for the sells actually, but all the time it just went in my favor 1760 pips and then just come back and hit my break even. And third trade I just like took again, it just went third time when it just went in my favor like 20 pips. I just secure 50% and leave the rest with the 50%. I was expecting it could be continuously pushing to downside, but it just never happened. So just need to manage the risk. So three break even and one profitable trades with a volume. Volume is just like a bullet, to be honest. It's like a bullet in a gun. This forex is a gun, and volume will work out as a bullet in this gun. Without bullet, this is useless, and you're just gonna lose your life. Okay, so there's just like 2 minutes left for the candle to close. Look at the volume. Wow, the H4 just also going to be close, but again having a rejection, but it's just going to be close. So next candle create a wick break above the high. It could continuously pushing upside until like 33.72, something like that. But before that, we just need some kind of confirmation. Look at this one. H1 just about to be closed. M30 just about to be closed. But if we just like execute somewhere here, just like no tradable range to the upside, if you just want to take a buy, it could be better if you just wait for the candle to close above this current resistance area. But depending on the volume, it could continuously pushing to the upside. But right now it just like already filled the range on the left hand side, so no execution for me. So this one just gonna close this one. Okay, just need to remind it. I actually taking this resistance to remind me that this resistance connected with H4, H1, M30, something like that, just to remind me. That's why I just like taking this resistance, that I just wanted to see now how market just reacting to this area, how it just like going to be react with this area. Okay, damn. So 1 minute left for the H4 candle to close. H4 just about to be closed. Look at this one, is just going to be closed above the previous resistance, but you have another resistance right after few pips. This is very important to see how market just going to react this area, because once before market rejected from this area and then it just like continuously pushing to the downside. Move like more than 1000 pip. So just like a very strong rejection area, like a strong resistance area. So H4 just closed now. So now break down your chart with a fresh analysis, like going from daily time frame, pushing upside. H4 broke and closed above the previous current resistance area. H1 just closed with a long rejection with a small body. M30 just created a support. You are having a resistance right after few pips, so wait for the candle to close above the resistance area, then depending on the volume create a wick break above the high. You can continuously pushing to the upside. This should be the plan you have with you. If you just did not execute buy sell here, if you did not execute buys here, then now you just need to wait for the candle to close above the resistance or close below the support for the execution. I think so it will be happen during the NYSE. So right, I'm just heading off now. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 2:30 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, so till that, be safe, be careful, don't try to force yourself for the execution, don't went into some kind of FOMO, just relax, chill. It's just like a beginning of a new month, beginning of the new week. You're just having like a complete week and a month ahead, so just relax, wait for proper structure to be formed. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Till that, be safe, stay tuned, take care, and bye bye.